Hello friends, in this video we will do case study number 2 of chapter number 13 Scmpe. In the earlier video we had revised the case study number 1. So this step by step, one by one case study will be done and will be uploaded on the channel. So let's start with case study number 2 revision. It is based on value chain analysis, and this is a much simpler case study. In this, just we have to locate the entire business of the company named Smart into the value chain analysis, primary and secondary activity. So let's proceed with the case study. Smart was found in 1990 as a departmental store catering to the entire household requirement, from the grocery to the clothing, of the middle income group. The company since has grown leaps and bound, and inaugurated its 100 store in 2017. Smart is known for its high quality product which are available at a discount to the market price at its store. The company claims to give at least 5% discount on the, so it is claiming that company sells quality product and at a discounted price. The company claims to give at least 5% discount on the listed price across the product segment. The sales of the company have grown. Wait a second. The sales of the company have grown 30% on year-to-year basis. The company has highest net profit margin and highest return on the equity in the industry. Smart Limited has tie-up with more than 500 vendors across India who provide the quality product on the demand. So they have approx 500 vendors, more than 500 vendors who provide the high quality product on demand. Then Smart Limited pays all its supplier in advance and enjoy the power of preferential pricing as compared to its competitor. The company procures the product using the just-in-time philosophy. So, as they had said in the first line itself, that on demand the product have been purchased. So they are following just-in-time philosophy, which help it to keep the low level of the inventory, and hereby freeing up a significant amount of the working capital. The product are directly delivered to the store of the company owned trucks and minivans. Hence, there is no requirement of the warehouse to store the product. It is directly delivered to the store. So there isn't any warehouse where they specifically store the product. The company sells the good. This is the entire business structure. The company sells the, not this, we will read further. The company sells the product which are required by the household on the day-to-day basis, and is not keen to sell the premium products which have the high margin but lower demand. So it sells the regular day-to-day necessity items and household items. These ensure that the inventory is moved out of the store faster and increase the inventory turnover ratio. The company owns its store which it operate under its brand name Smart. There is no third party franchisee appointed to operate the stores. So company don't have any franchises given. Since the product are directly procured from the manufacturer and sold to the customer, there is no intermediary in between. The Smart invest in the superior quality product and the high level of the customer services, then aggressive marketing. It is said that they invest in superior quality, then by doing aggressive marketing, the company believes that it can attract more customer by offering the quality product at the reasonable prices, rather than spending on the huge marketing. They don't spend there means their policy is that they don't spend on the advertisement much, but they invest the money in the quality, so that the customer are attracted by the quality, not by the advertisement. However, the need based marketing activities are carried out by the company. So whenever they need, just need based advertisement is done. Smart aims to build the customer loyalty through high level of the customer services that is stored. So the qualities of service provided is also high, quality of the goods provided is also high. Smart is one of the few companies which has witnessed a low employee turnover in the industry in which it operates. So basically it is a departmental store, and there will be many employees in the smart who would be working. So and it is said that the smart has very low turnover as compared to the industry turnover of the employee turnover. The motivation level of the employee are very high, which results in an excellent performance across all level. The company reward its employee generously through employee stock option plan. So company provides employee stock option plan to motivate the employees. The company conducted the training session for its employee periodically to equip them with the latest technology in the area of the product sale. So training is also provided, and the customer services. The result of these efforts is clearly visible in the company's growth, so thereby increasing the overall growth of the company. Then that means there has been a tremendous growth in the smart company. The company has a solid information technology infrastructure for its activity. The com- sorry the company has leveraged technology across all its department, but its procurement, logistics, sales, it has implemented SAP R3, which is one of the leading enterprise resource planning system globally. So they use this procurement, logistic, and sales. It has implemented SAP R3. Various reports relating to the inventory level, sales, liquidity position are available on the real-time basis to the senior manager by this software. Required map the various activities performed by SMART to the Potter's value chain analysis. Just simply we have to link or map the entire business into the Potter's value chain analysis, primary activity and secondary activity. So we will go through the answer. Introduction. The value chain analysis is defined as a chain of the value added activity. So value chain is chain of value added activities. Product passes through the activity in a chain, gaining value at each stage. So at each stage the value has been created in the entire production process. The value chain focuses on the system and how the business input are changed. It focuses on how the business input are changed into the business output purchased by the customer, which the means the output which are purchased by the customer, it is changed to output. How the input are changed to output, the that is the entire chain of the production till the delivery to the customer. The entire set of the activity that a business undertake to convert the input to the output are interlinked to each other. The business carries out three activities to earn the profit to earn the profit on margin. It carries out these activities, sorry, three it is these activities. The business should undertake only those activities which add value to the end product being delivered to the customer, and means business should only continue with the value added activity and eliminate the non value added activities. The value chain analysis helps the business identify those activities which are not adding value. An example of the wasteful activity which could be unnecessarily storage of the product, which increases the inventory and the working capital requirement. Such an activity must be removed to ensure that the margin of the business improves. So value chain analysis helps to identify the non-value added activity in the entire process and to eliminate that activity. Analysis. And then let's continue. Value chain analysis is one way of identifying which activity are the best undertaken by the business and which should be outsourced. So which should be undertaken by the company and which should be outsourced. We can identify by the entire value chain process. Value chain activity means analyzing through value chain activity. Then what is value chain analysis activity into the primary and the secondary activity. Primary activity are those activities that are directly related to the creating and the delivering of the product to the end customer. These are the direct related to the means production, operation, and marketing delivery to the customer. The following activity are considered as the primary activity: inbound logistics. So there are five primary activities: inbound logistic operations, outbound logistic, marketing and sales, and after sales services. So first, inbound logistic, we have to link this with the smart company. Inbound logistic involve arrangement of the inbound movement of the material or the finished goods from the supplier to the manufacturing plant or the retail stores. So if it is a manufacturing company, so it has been stored to the warehouse, and whenever there it is needed, so we move on to the production department. And in this case it is an retail store, and it don't store the goods as it is mentioned in the question. So the inbound activity over here would be from the procuring from the supplier and delivering it to the retail store. Since the smart is not involved in the manufacturing, all the activity that is undertake to deliver the product to its retail store would form part of the inbound logistic retail store directly. The company has its own transport fleet as mentioned. To ensure the timely delivery of the product to the retail store, company has its own truck to deliver from the supplier to the retail store. The company also has a just-in-time system in place, which ensures that the minimum inventory level. The reason why the company uses its own fleet is to ensure that there is no failure on the supply side. So to avoid the supplies, to avoid the delivery failures, to avoid delays, the company uses its own truck, and it also has a just in time. So whenever there is a system that after it reaches a certain amount of stock, the order has been placed automatically. So and so the company truck goes to the supplier place, collect that, and bring it to the retail store. The reason why the company uses its own fleet is to ensure that there is no failure on the supplier side, supply side. In just in time system, and especially in the retail business, it is very important that the stock out are avoided. So retail, the retail business also, that the stock out should be avoided. So whenever there is any demand in the departmental store, so the product can be made available at that point. Then operational activity. Operational activity involves so this basically is conversion of an input into the output. So in this the smart case, it is not, since it is not a manufacturing, so here the operation would be the selling activity directly from the store itself. So we will read: the operation involve those activities which are concerned with the conversion of the input into the output. In case of manufacturing company, in retail business, it comprises of those activities which are connected with the running of the store: planning, inventory level of various product, deciding the layout of various store. The company operates through mm, operates through 100 stores which are owned by itself. The company, so the operation, the store running thing is the operation itself for the retail business. For the smart, the company operates 100 stores which are owned by itself. The company does not have any franchisee or the agent model for the operation of its store. The ownership of the store ensures that the quality standard are maintained across various store, and the customer get the best quality. So the in the entire 100 store, the quality has been maintained, since it has been purchased from the same supplier and distributed to the entire 100 stores across all the store, so that the customer gets the uniformity in the quality, and a customer gets the best value itself for their money. Since the store are owned, the company does not have to face any risk of losing the store due to the expiry of the lease agreement. So there isn't any risk of expiry of lease agreement, losing of any store. So as they own entire 100 stores, the company can also invest to build the best layout for the store. So this all was the operational activity. Outbound logistic, these activity outbound logistics, these activity includes planning and the dispatching. So generally outbound activity in manufacturing is distribution system, distribution channels, then what you can say it as delivering to the from the factory to the customers place, then pricing policy, deciding on the pricing policy, product management. We will read outbound logistics. So how it has been related to the retail store in case of smart. These include planning and the dispatch, distribution management, transportation, warehousing, order fulfillment. In case of the retail business, this include activity carried out to deliver the product to the customer. Simply delivering of the product to the customer is an outbound logistic. Smart operates through its own store, and there is no outsourcing or the franchise. Since there isn't any outsourcing or they haven't given any franchise, there isn't any franchising agreement. They operate their own stores. I means Smart itself operate 100 stores. The company does not have any warehousing requirement, or the product are as the product are delivered directly to the delivered to the retail store, and from there it has been sold to the customer, directly to the customer. The customer directly pick up the product from the stores, and there is no transportation requirement. So generally all the activities such as transportation to the customer, that will not come in case of retail business. Then warehousing, that will not come in case of retail business. Company owns all the stores. There isn't any franchisee, so that the product are delivered to the franchise, and from there it has been delivered. So this is also not the case in case of an smart. The customer directly pick. Okay, the company must however ensure that the stores sorry the company must however ensure that the customer wait time is also low at the time of invoicing and checkout from the store. So it is also to ensure that the wait time is less, means there should be more checkout counters, uh, so that they can bill faster. They don't have to wait in a queue, uh, much longer queue. This is the outbound logistic. So that in summary, in summarized form, it is given that it is outbound logistic is delivering the goods directly to the customer. Means the sale which is made from the retail store itself, means which the customer directly pick the product and check out their product by billing. The fourth activity, marketing and sales. So marketing and sales generally include promotion, creating awareness all. Then marketing and sales are the means customer and the consumer and the customer are made aware of the product which is ultimately sold to them. So means the one product which have been sold or manufactured in case of manufacturing. So in that case, they have been made aware of that product. The activity includes selling product to the end customer, covering activities like product management, pricing management, promotion, and marketing management. Smart builds the customer loyalty by offering high quality product at an affordable pricing. uh, Sorry, I will read again. The Smart builds the customer loyalty by offering the high quality product. As we had seen in the question, the Smart gives a high quality purchase. They purchase itself high quality product. They don't have to invest in the advertisement as they have given over here. See in this second last paragraph, it has been given that company believes that it attract more customers by the quality product at a reasonable price rather than spending huge on the marketing. So this sentence being related in this activity, marketing and sales. Smart build the customer loyalty while offering the higher quality product at the affordable pricing. The company does not spend high amount on the a huge amount on the advertisement whenever advertisement is done, but it is need based services. In case of the manufacturing industry, services generally refers to manufacturing. In manufacturing case, when we will relate it to the smart, in manufacturing case it refers to the activity after sales services which are required to maintain the value of the product, and includes the activity like installation, repairs. In case of any retail store, services in case of retail store, services would encompass a superior experience at the store and managing the return of the product. So whenever so after the sale has been made, for instance, if any defect or if any query the customer face, so that they can return the product. So this activity is being covered in services over here. Repairs, so that they can return for the repairs, or if it is in warranty they can replace it. In case of the retail store, the service would encompass a superior experience at a store and managing the return of the product by the customer. The smart aim to build the customer loyalty through its high level of the customer services at its store. So it provides high level of customer services, and this by this they provide the high quality after sale services. By this we are done with the primary activities. Now let us go on through the secondary activities, and similarly linked to the secondary activities are those activities which supports the primary activity in the function. The following are the broad classification of the secondary activities. Procurement. So what are the secondary activity? We will just say that first is procurement, then um, sorry second first procurement, then infrastructure, then technology, and one I'm not remembering, technology development, human resource management, and infrastructure. And by this our case study will be done. Procurement means purchasing, uh, pur the process of purchasing, that is procurement, from the supplier. Procurement refers to process of acquiring the various products and include activities like identifying the source of the product. So in if we relate to smart, it would be like selection of the vendor selection, placing of an order, per vendor selection, one selection has been done, placing of an order, purchase and product, etc., which product to purchase and etc., that is procurement activity. The company deals with over 500 vendors, as it is mentioned in the question, across India on an advance payment term, and by which they enjoys the preferential pricing. These help the company get better discount which it can pass to the customer. The discount which they receive on the procurement, they pass on to the customer. This activity, then these ensures that the custom company does not carry the burden of the offered um, discount being offered to the customer. So they don't carry a burden, they actually enjoys the preferential benefit in pricing, in purchasing, which they pass on to the customer. This ensure that the company does not carry any burden of the discount being offered to the customer. Okay, then technology development. Technology span across all the primary activities of the organization. Technology development, it is like the technology being used in the industry, if it is manufacturing or retail store. So in the question it is given that the company uses SAP 3 for packaging, inventory management system and all. So we will read through the para. The technology span across all the primary activities of the organization. It includes activity like process automation, enterprise resource planning system, inventory management. So these all are the activities like process automation. So it should be automated through the SAP. It should be automated through the what we can say ERP package. Then enterprise resource planning system and inventory management system should be automated. The company has implemented SAP 3, an enterprise ERP package which help in the management of the various functions of the procurement, logistic and sales. It helps into these all functions. In procurement it help SAP software, then ERP software, then logistic and sales activity. The robust system is always necessary to ensure that just-in-time system works properly. As the company is following just-in-time, so there should be a system that even once the stock reach to a particular level, that there should be an automated system that the supply should be intimated. Such a system assists in the real-time monitoring of the inventory level and trigger purchase order when the inventory level are low. The entire flow of the product from the order fulfill procurement till the delivery to the customer can be tracked seamlessly. So from the order placement till the delivery to the customer is the sale at the retail store itself. So procurement, uh, the system would capture that inward of the movement, then it would be held as an stock, and when it is sold to the customer, it would be an outward supply. So entire process can be tracked. The human resource management, it is these activity involve actually selection, training, uh, what we can say recruitment, managing, development, rewarding. the people within the organization. This involve area of recruitment, managing, training, development, and rewarding people within an organization. Smart has a very low employee turnover and a very high level of employee motivation. The company reward all its employees generously and conduct the it since it is as it is given in the question that it has a very employee very good, means very low employee turnover ratio as compared to the entire industry. It motivates by giving the employee stock options. The company reward its employee generously and conduct the periodic training. It conducts training as well, and the development program for its employee. This ensures that the employee are highly motivated. So by all these activities, the employee are highly motivated, and as a result the employee turnover is less, which translate into the high performance, consistently high performance. So we are done with the human resource management as well, and the last is infrastructure. The company has uh, so if we relate this to infrastructure with a question, this includes not only the physical infrastructure but also all the departments of the management, finance, legal, which are required to keep the company store operational. All the activities such as finance, legal, accounts, sales, to keep the company store operational. So all these activities infrastructure. The all these are the important for the organization performance in the primary. So actually the secondary activities are are a supportive activity for the primary activity, and primary is the actual activity, the main core activities like inbound, then processing, that is selling through the outlets, that is stores, outbound logistics, selling, then marketing, and the services, after sale services. So by this we are done with the case study number 2, and in next video we will be doing case study number 3. Thank you.